Okay, here we are once again on the scrolls. This is my little 2H Stamsorc build with the banner. I wanted to do something a little bit different. It's pretty much the same old build as I would usually play. More quite like the one I posted before, but my subclass one. But you know that I was having sustain issues on that, so I was looking for I was actually looking for a sustain set for that build to help me sustain a little better. And I found one, but when I found it, I wanted to play pure Stamsorc. I just had that little itch, you know. I've, you've seen me play my werewolf and stuff, but like this is not a werewolf. This is just a Stamsorc. Uh, so I found a sustain set that I like the look of, but at the time I wanted to play this. Pretty much is what I'm saying, right? So I did some trials and I came across a certain set. So someone did comment on one of my videos talking about being a newer player, how rough it is right now, and it's such a slog to get all this gear. I don't think this is too much. Personally, I don't think this is too much of a hard job. I'm going to go sort of over things, not too much. Because some of the things people have already made videos for, and you can just go watch them videos. And I don't want to be sitting here for half an hour talking. I already tried to record this video and it was 34 minutes, and that's just too long. So I'm sort of going to talk a bit quick. Um, so, vanilla players, March of Sacrifices on Vet. There will be a guild that helps you does this. Trust me, will help you do this. Trust me. And if they're not helping you, leave that guild, join another one. There will be a guild that will help you. Make sure you join a guild because there's so many benefits you get from it. So, March of Sacrifices on Vet. I've got two heavy. This one is Divines because I used it on the bomber ages ago and just never ever changed it back. You can just put it on in pen if you want. I'm not going to go over all the traits and all that stuff. I did sort of a little bit on that before on my Warden build. You can just go watch that my old video. So you do not need to use prismatic glyphs. You can just use normal glyphs, any glyphs, and then change your attribute points if you want to sort of make it sustainable. So two heavy Balog. Mine is Divines in pen. You can do whatever again. Galleon Chain, the God Weapon reinforced, so it's three heavy. Rally and Cry, never taking this off until they sort out the crit issue. They gave everyone major force, and surprise, surprise, now everyone's got ridiculous crit on the game. And that's why I just don't take this off. Of course, you can if you want to. I'm just not down for dying in 2 seconds. So, Rally and Cry, gloves, legs, boots, should all be in pen for some reason. One of them is Divines. I'm not really too fussy about that, so I just left it as it was. I've also got the Rallying Cry Ice Staff, Defending, Berserker Glyph. Same old story. If you're new, the reason why a Berserker Glyph is so that right before you say you're about to go in and drop your Dawny, you quickly light attack and you get 348 extra weapon and spell damage for 5 seconds on, you know, to sort of power boost your Dawny or whatever you're going in with. I didn't always do that. You'll see that from a gameplay, but that is what you're meant to do. So the set that I found, a while ago I watched a video on the Ossian cage, and I forgot the name of the trial of the video that I watched. Right, so I went into this trial that I joined thinking I knew what I was doing. So I joined a vet one, and it wasn't Ossian cage. That was Ethereal Archive, and I joined and I saw this set, and when I was in there, I had to quickly watch a video from that Zynode, whatever his name is, guy. It's called All About Mechanics. I've always just used them, so if you ever get stuck or you're about to do a trial, just quickly watch one of those videos so you know the mechanics. I did that, I was fine. I actually died though because I was using a build Rex gave me ages ago. I'm pretty sure it's the Skinny Cheeks build, you know, the Bean build, the Arcanus, Nightblade, Templar. Um, I was struggling for sustain a bit on that as well because I didn't have the Templar skill line leveled all the way up. I was only like level 10 or 15 or something like that. And that skill line gives you reductions in the passives, and I didn't have that. I also didn't have a self heal. And on the boss bit where they put the lightning on you. Um, Conveniently enough, the lightning was on me, and I couldn't heal myself. There was no ads for me to use flail and heal myself, so I just died. But that was it. I only died that one time in vet for my first time. I didn't think that was too bad. I did it twice on vet. There is no perfected, so you can do it on normal. So this won't be too hard for you to get either. Um, I don't think that'll be too hard to join a vet trial and to join a normal trial and get this set. The only thing I got for doing vet, this is in pen by the way, medium, free heavy, free light on medium. Um, the only thing I got was this gold necklace for doing it on vet and a little like thing that I could sell to a vendor for 15 grand. I got that for both times. Do you just get that every time? You also get your trials boot, booty loot, whatever, you know, what you can sell for like 12 grand. So you make a bit of gold as well for doing the trials. So it's worth doing it. And I got this ring. I got this ring before I did any trials. So you can get this. I think there's 2 trials you can get this set from. And then one of them has got a different name. It's called Quick Serpent or something. But this ring I got before I did any trials, so you must be able to get this maybe from the new zone because I did a little bit of farming in the new zone. So yeah, there's 3 different ways you can get this set, which is cool. Um, Monomyth, ring, and neck all increase physical damage. I did 2 infused, and I did the old school 1 bloodthirsty, what I used to do on. I just thought I'd try it out on this build. And I also was lucky, and I got the 2H axe, and I did that sharp and absorb stamina, so I got minor breach. For the newer players, the axe gives you more crit. As sword, 2H sword will give you more weapon and spell damage, and a maul will give you more penetration. Um, I was lucky. I managed to get these things are the only things I got from the trial for the set, and that was just enough for me to try it. And that was actually surprisingly, even though it's not a damage set, it was surprisingly felt all right because well, in here I can't show you because Rally and Cry won't proc in here, but surprisingly, really nice paired with Rally and Cry. Lovely because the Rally and Cry gives you that extra weapon and spell damage when it procs, and you get some crit resistance as well, so it's lovely. I think what is it, 54% crit. I have got the shadow on. I did use the warrior. I did use the lover. They were both nice, but I used the shadow in the clips I'm going to show you, so I had to put the shadow on for this video, obviously. And I'm not just going to change the Mundis. You know. Oh yeah, and of course, for the newer players as well, Rally and Cry is not hard to get. You can get Rally and Cry if you ain't got a lot of gold. You can just go and do some BGs. You can go and do some Cyrodiil. You can go do some Imperial City, and you can come to the Southern High Rock Gate to this vendor here, and they sell all the sets available in Cyrodiil, so you can buy them. I think that's a little bit cheaper if you go to the actual vendors on the map, like at the recent. Where do you get it from? Is no, this is Deadly here, isn't it? I can't remember where Rally's from, which thing. You can just look that up anyway. But you can just buy it from here. For Alliance points, you can just play PvP for a little while, and you don't have to spend any gold. You might get lucky and just pop it exactly what you need. So you can get that for free, is what I'm saying. So none of it is super hard to get. March of Sacrifices, you can get these from doing PvP and just buy them from the vendor, and you can go do a normal trial and get this. And of course, if you're playing right now, you've probably got the monomyth anyway. So yeah, I don't think none of that is ridiculously hard to get if you are a newer player. This was supposed to go to 20k. You can probably just take this 300 from here and put it there. The only reason why I didn't is because I accepted it and saw that it weren't 20k, and I thought, oh, I just can't be bothered to change it. So I've got 4, 23, 37. You can do whatever you like. It's up to you. You can use any food. The race does matter, but only a little bit. Someone did whisper me in game about that the other day. They said they started playing this game because of me, which was a W. Let's go. It's the first person who's ever said that to me. They were asking about the passives of the races. They do matter, but not. That's not the be all and end all, but they definitely do matter. So have a good read of them before you choose what you're going to go for. Most people go for Khajiit, Dark Elf. Um, yeah, like the damage horse go for Khajiit, Dark Elf. Some people go for Imperial so they can sustain better. Each one has got their own benefits, so just look it up. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to go through everything right now. Vamp, you can also get bit by anyone for free in the Rift or Bank or Eye at the shrine. Same with Werewolf. Um, People will do that for free, so just ask in the zone. Someone will just come and bite you for nothing, but you have to go to the shrine. I'm using Smoke Bear. You can use Jewels. You can use whatever you like, whatever fits your playstyle. Um, is that everything? I did the Mundis, didn't I? We have got Streak. That's your stun. Cannot be blocked. Does a bit of shock damage. We've also got another stun with Dawnbreaker. We've got our Major Berserk, a bit of physical damage. We've also got Minor Berserk from Darkdeal, but we've got Minor Berserk from Mythic anyway. I believe that does not stack, so don't get too excited. I'm pretty sure that doesn't stack. And we also get Minor Prophecy from this as well. We've got our Executioner that does a bit of bleed damage and it deals up to 400% more damage to enemies with less than 50% health. Sometimes that is questionable, and sometimes in high populated areas, if the game gets a bit laggy, the 2H skills are a bit weird. They act a bit strange compared to other like dual wield or using a staff. It's very weird. I don't know, the game just reacts weird. Um, Bound armaments. This is our major prophecy and savagery, um, and there's pretty much, if you played a Nightblade, there's pretty much for the newer players. This works the same way as Specky Bow. Pretty much, you just get four little swords above your head. You just hit it, and they go in. So you get a bit of physical damage from that as well. You also get, you've got your Dawnbreaker physical damage, which is also damage over time, and it stuns for you. You've got your Elisus, which afflicts the enemy with burning, chilled, and concussion. And you also get Major Breach, which reduces their physical and spell resistance. And you also got Minor Breach from the Absorb Stamina Glyph. Vigor is our Resolve and heal over time. You also get, that's Minor Resolve. You also get Major Resolve from Hurricane. And you get a little AoE as well that does some damage from that. And that increases over time. We've got minor protection with temporal guard, and we've also got major protection while on our back bar. This is only for your back bar, and you also get major protection on your back bar from the monomyth. So we've got major minor protection, major minor resolve, major minor breach. We've got major minor berserk, uh, major minor savagery. We've got major savagery and prophecy, and we've also got minor prophecy from Darkdeal. We also get major brutality and sorcery from the banner. I put that on there because I had to take off crit surge so that I could have the banner on both bars and it doesn't keep cutting off. Because if you put the banner only on one bar, when you swap bar, that will cut it straight back off. So I wanted it on both, and I just took off crit surge to do that. You do lose a bit of extra healing you get for doing crit damage, but I don't care. So I just wanted to do it, like have a little fun with it, you know. We get an increase to damage we get an increase damage done with direct damage attacks by 6%. That is the shock script. We also get an increase to our weapon and spell damage. You get 6 for every 1% bonus movement speed up to a max of 450. We don't hit that cap, unfortunately. The idea was to use the set Ophidian, get the extra 30% extra movement speed. We've got some already from our champion points a little bit, which I think it's only 4%. So we've got 34% extra, times that by 6. I think it's 216. So 216 was enough for me. You know, I didn't want to get too crazy. That was enough for me. I just thought, right, I'll try that. And that actually felt all right, right? It's not completely broken meta, but it's good fun to play if you want to try it. Champion points I did a little bit different this time. If you are new, I'm not going through everything, but if you are new, you want as many passes as you can get. But this one in particular, right now there is 100% XP bonus because there's an event on. If you know, so join the event. Or do you even have to join the event? I think you just get it for logging in. Get your 150 scrolls on. Put this in and it increases your experience gain for currently active skills and their skill lines by 3% per stage. Make sure you put this in, even if you're super low level. Take some other stuff out and put this in. Trust me, you want this in, and then go do your leveling. Don't be a hero. Don't go in PvP at 200 CP. It's not worth it. 100% XP event on. Go and farm. Go and grind. I know it's boring. Trust me, but you need to get as many passives as you can while you're low level. Trust me, it's a game changer. All these passives, you want them all this stuff, every single passive that you can put in. All these white things here are passives. Get them in, all of them. All of these, you want to fill out as many as you can, because that makes such a dramatic difference. I'm not even over exaggerating. You need them. So in the video, I had Duelist rebuff. We had some of the scrolls in some of the clips, so I was running Duelist rebuff. I was running Fight and Finesse. I was running Fermitage, and I was running Bite and Aura. The reason why is because we've got Ellie Sus on and Dawnbreaker, so that's why I had Fermitage in to buff the damage over time, and Dawnbreaker is also a cone, which is counted as an AoE. I don't know why they don't just call it an AoE, but whatever. That's why I was running these. But then when all the cringo, super cringe lord, just I'm gonna play a build and never die and do that inside group buff players come on, I changed to Duelist Rebuff, Ironclad, Fight and Finesse, and Deadly Aim. And the only reason why I put Deadly Aim is to boost the execute damage, just even more. And Wreck and Blow, whatever. Even the Bound Armaments. So I also changed to red CP. I should have done this on my other video, but that was the first video I made for a while, and I was more focused on trying to get the damage on people because I came back to the game. I was struggling to sustain because I took off Death Dealers and I was just sort of lost. I felt like I was hitting people not doing any damage. I was more worried about that than anything else. So this time I went Fortified, same old Bastion, same old Pain's Refuge. But this time, because we've got that mythic, we don't actually need Relentlessness. Um, the major protection will count for both bars with this. So if you get stunned on your front bar, you'll still get major protection. But in my opinion, that's not going to make that much of a difference. We've got major and minor protection on our back bar. And usually when you're under pressure, you're going to be on your back bar trying to heal yourself anyway. So when you get stunned, you're going to have major and minor protection. And that's just automatic, from Temporal Guard and having the Monomyth on. So I didn't see the need for this, and I went for Survival Instincts. While afflicted with a status effect, your core combat skills cost 5% less. And the current bonus we get from that, well, will get from that is 25% cost reduction. I think core combat skills, if I remember correctly, is roll, dodge, block, and sprint, and things like that. So it's just to help sustain, as much as I possibly could. Again, if you're new, passives. This one's really important, really, really important. Make sure you put this in: passive, 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 passive. Movement speed. That counts for our banner thing. That's what I was on about, the 4%. Passive. These ones aren't as important. The ones you want to get are like these ones first. But you get these obviously over time. There's one here too, like passive. Everywhere passive. You need all of them. All of them. You can start to really get into PvP at low level, like 5, maybe 600. But trust me, you need all of your passives. So I'll quickly go over this. I'm not going into too much detail. You need to join a guild. Trust me, no matter what you do, you have to join a guild. Because the benefits you get from it are too good. So you're going to pick whatever guild you want to join. Bang, there you go, bang. Join one with a few, like make sure they've got some people in it, and they'll usually have a guild house. You see here, where at the bottom there. For me, if I'm on controller, if you're on mouse and keyboard, that'll be different for you. But I can just press X to travel to house, bang, and I'll be traveling into this house. You know, and when you get here, they've got everything you need: scribe and altars, crafting benches. I could never do all this personally. I haven't got the patience, but someone has. They've been kind enough to share it, and yes, that's quality. So my main favourite thing is they always get all these Mundis stones for you, so you can come in here and test them. You can just grab one. Of course, everything in here you can get from the world of Tamriel or whatever you say it. But it's just nice to have it all in one place, in it, like the transmutation station right there. Alchemy benches, you know, you scribe and altars, everything is all here. I will show you one more thing as well. I don't want this to last forever though. I'll show you this real quick. So with the banner, boom, increase damage, directs damage attacks by 6% for having the shock damage script. Cavalier's Charge is the one that gives you more weapon and spell damage for the more bonus movement speed you have. Brutality and Sorcery. The reason why I took this is because I took off Crit Surge to put this on both bars. You can take something else off if you want, but when you've got the banner on both bars, it never cuts off. If you've got it only on one bar, that will cut off when you swap bar, and that's really annoying, so I just want to have it on both. You can get them scripts. There's videos on them scripts if you want to learn about the scripts. People have made such good videos about them. I watch those videos myself, so just go watch those videos. You know, just type in how to get the scripts, and that'll tell you. Some of them you literally just run to a mages guild and pick up a blue scroll in each mages guild, and that will give you one of the scripts. Some of them you get for doing dailies, Undaunted, Imperial City. Some even Cyrodiil, right? Westfield dailies. I think you get some for doing battlegrounds. You get some out of rewards for the worthy, just for doing PvP in general. They're all different things. You can get them. You can actually get them quite easily. It's not a big deal. So for the little rotation, you'll see in the video I pretty much never do this, but for the newer players, I will just explain some stuff. You see these little knives above my head? These are your bound armaments. They are just little knives. They work the same way as your specky bow on Nightblade. So when you build them up, I don't know why I just did that twice. When you build them up, you simply just push the button, and you can just continue playing. Once you've pushed that button, they'll go on their own. You can just continue using other skills. The rotation is pretty self-explanatory. Usually on a sorc, you would do this to get your minor berserk up, but because we're already getting that from the mythic, we don't actually need to do that. But you also get minor prophecy, so you still do need to do it, really. So build up your bound armaments. Light attack, Elisas, streak in, Thorny, couple of wrecking blows, send in your bound armaments, execute. And that is pure source. You see we went up to 6k weapon and spell damage in. I'm just going to go get it because I knew it would run out by the time I try and look. I went up to 6k weapon and spell damage then. That's without rallying cry, proc or scrolls. Lovely little build, this really nice little build, this one. And you can be quite annoying with this as well, even if you just play offensive champion points. Because on sorc, obviously, if you get in trouble, you can just streak away. I did complain about streak the other day, but I want to make clear, I don't use streak on every single build I play 24/7, right? That's the difference. Let's just go quickly hit this so you can see the stats. You see, what was that? What did that say then? 6-1 or something? 18k pen. And of course, when Rallying Cries proc, that'll look a little different. 54% crit. And then we hit the pot. What the hell? What the hell? There you go. 1500, 1400. Like I said on Sorc, that's not too much of a big deal with your sustain, because when you run out of stam, and if you get bashed, it's annoying. You do get bashed a lot when you're trying to heal on Sorc. It's annoying as hell, because you get the heal and you convert your mag into stam when you use it, so you can sustain yourself like that. But if you get bashed, some of these add-ons tell people to bash you as well. So when you're healing, there's an add-on with people, people are looking at their screen and they're saying bash. So they're bashing you while you're trying to heal. It's horrible. Some people just know to do it, don't get me wrong. But there are add-ons that tell them. I absolutely hate that, personally. But it is what it is. That's the game we play, and is that everything that I could tell you? I think that is. I think that's pretty much everything that I can say. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got a lot of clips to show, some with no skulls, some where DC actually had skulls, so that was nice. I got to mess around a bit. And some where we just had, everyone had their skulls, so that was sort of fair gameplay. I'll put some of the losses in as well as the wins, but I did go on some streaks. Uh, that's the nice thing about this, isn't it? Because when you get absolutely drilled, like say you're low health, right? Say you're low health. You're in a fight, you're low health. Don't try and dark deal in front of someone if you're new. Streak away. Get a dark deal. They might be right behind you, but you'll have enough time to get 1 or 2 off before they bash it. So keep that in mind. I think that's everything. I don't think I can say anymore. I've gone on enough here. I'll catch you in the next one. Too many. Let me take it. Oh!
Years later.
We're gonna try.
I beat the shit out of some kids today. But it's for a purpose. Made me feel good about myself.
Oh, that guy's there as well. I'm not gonna attack him, I think he's AFK. Okay, that's my little Stamsorc banner build, really fun to play. Give it a little try, let me know what you think in the comments. From me and mine to you and yours, hope everyone has a happy new year, and I'll catch you in the next one.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.